Well, hello again, Internet. I apparently just like opening things that have video games in them. So today we're going to open that new Vanillaware game. I bought the special edition as a present to myself. It's not this. This was a box that was one of the blind boxes from Retro Game Treasure. It's actually full of Game Boy games currently because I live... Ooh! And some Neo Geo games. Which I didn't pull out. I pulled out a Game Gear game. But, you know, it's got stuff in it. Like Dragon Ball Z Legendary Super Warriors. That's cool. I don't actually know if that game's cool, but, you know, that's not what I'm actually opening. That was just a visual gag. Like I said, we're opening up that new Vanillaware game. Oh. I guess I'm still doing a visual gag. Hold on. New game. Wait. Not that one either. Huh? Does anybody else actually remember that this game was originally on the Wii? And then I got that Vita release? Does anybody else remember this game? Okay, whatever. Whoop. Still not there yet. But I think I'm getting closer. This one's mostly remembered for the lady with what the boobs have. It's actually really good, though. Special edition, right. That's still not correct, is it? Oops. It is a special edition. It has a shirt in it that I took out of my closet and put back in this box for this video where I'm not actually going to take it out of the box because this is just a gag. But this actually came with a shirt. There. That shirt. I have worn it. I like it. What else do I have from Vanillaware that I can keep stalling with? Oh, Dragon's Crown Pro. This is weird because it's in like a slipcase, which is normal, but it's the metal case is like raised, so it doesn't fit in the slipcover. Like it's really tight in the slipcover. I have never once actually booted up the Pro copy. It is the Battle Hardened edition though, which is cool. I bought this specifically to play it with a friend, and then we never got around to it. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. This is not a special edition, I don't think. It doesn't claim to be, but it did come with an art book. It's like a slipcover, and there's... Really? You gonna do this to me on camera? Yeah, there we go. Art book. That's cool. I need to finish this game at some point ever. Oh. This still isn't the newest release. We're almost there. The gag is almost done, I promise. I've thrown games in my day. I've beaten the original PS2 copy that I showed earlier. I have beaten this before, but I haven't replayed through it all yet through this. I have put it in and turned it on. But yeah. Okay, alright, enough waffling. It was this. Unicorn Overlord. This is one of those moments where I really wish I had at least two particular other Vanillaware games that never got released outside of Japan. Princess's Crown, which might be their first game. It was on the Dreamcast, Saturn. I think it had a PSP release. And then there was a PSP game that I cannot ever remember the name of. I mentioned it in the Unicorn Overlord demo video. And I couldn't remember the name there either. So, oops. But yeah, I picked up the new Unicorn Overlord. The big honk-ass special edition. Because I knew I'd regret it if I didn't get it, because I'm a big fan. It comes with a bunch of things, which we will see shortly. The most incredible thing it comes with is an entire card game. A whole fucking card game. that I don't think is even in the game. It's not like some sort of, we have triple triad, but we made it physical too for funsies in the special edition. I'm pretty sure that's literally just its own completely separate game. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but and then you got soundtrack, art book, special box. Actually, the box does seem to be pretty chonk, which I like. Liberate your kingdom, reclaim your destiny. I wasn't holding it quite right to the light. You know what the back of this box made me realize about the game, though, that I had not actually grokked from anything, is that apparently there's a fucking PvP mode, which is insane to me as an Ogre Battle fan. Those games did not have PvP. They were very not designed with that in mind. And that kind of rhymed. Yeah. I suppose maybe they felt the gameplay was just, Warcrafty, Starcrafty, real-time strategy-y enough that it could be balanced for player v player, which I'm not going to do that because I'm not good at PvP. But all right. Okay, good. That's just as long as there was just enough light scoring to. Ah, damn! I actually did nick the box. Oops! It's lost all its collector's value that I don't care about. Whee! See if I can make this shot off camera. Nope! Completely overshot the bag that was over there. Darn. Okay, so is this a slipcover or? Oh God! Am I gonna sit here and fail to take a freaking? Yeah, okay, there we go. So we just have a really this is probably the biggest slipcover, or at least the thickest slipcover I've ever had to anything. So that's got to be worth something. Here we go. The fancy box. I do love a good box. It must be said. Oh, and it's got magnets. Oh, I do like that. Ooh. Look at that. Now here's an interesting little story to go with my purchasing of this. Obviously I have the Switch version here. If there had been a physical PS4 release, I actually would have gotten that, because for me, Vanillaware has always been a kind of a Sony company. Although that's not specifically a thing. It's just most of their stuff has been, for me anyway, has been on Sony systems. But when I went to go look up pre-ordering the game, it was sold out everywhere, which was baffling to me as an old Vanillaware fan. This is now like the third or fourth thing that I've loved for years and years and years and years, literal decade plus or more, depending on the series I'm talking about. Actually, Monster Hunter just is celebrating its 20th, so 2 decades for that one. This is another series or company or something suddenly going wildly mainstream that was not before, and I just kind of struggle to deal with that. The fact that this was sold out everywhere was just mind-boggling to me. Just absolutely boggled my mind. In case you weren't sure what mind-boggling meant. But what was ended up being extra funny was it was the Switch version that was sold out everywhere. I think maybe the PS5 and Xbox X copies were sold out at GameStop specifically, although they might not have been getting a whole lot of copies, to be fair. For all the shit I will give GameStop, the company, they do also just get shorted for stuff in a really dumb way. But I hadn't realized when I checked Amazon, and maybe also Best Buy, but I didn't double check them, that they actually still had copies of the PS5 and the Xbox X version. But I don't have either of those consoles. I do have a Switch. And I'd be willing to bet a lot more people have Switches than have PS5s or Xbox X's, and that is a contribution to why the Switch copy version was sold out everywhere. Um, and it was like 3 in the damn morning, and I was struggling with sleeping, and I just crawled over to the computer and refreshed the Amazon page for the Switch copy of the special edition, and they suddenly had more copies. Don't know if that was because they literally just they managed to cut a deal for more copies, or maybe a bunch of people canceled or something. And so I just immediately was like, yes, give me that. Pre-order. It was very silly. It's not even, the game's not shrink wrapped. That's kind of interesting. It has DLC as well. That is also boggling my mind, mostly just because I think that's the first time a Vanillaware game has ever had DLC. But as far as I know, it's literally just for some icons that you can't otherwise create in the game. And I'm going to try to be very careful about how I take all this out so that I can put it all back in. Ooh, 16-bit arranged music album. I like to think that is, at least in part, due to the fact that the game is derived from Ogre Battle, and the first Ogre Battle game was on the Super Nintendo, a 16-bit console. See if you can keep up with me on that one. And it just says Unicorn Overlord on the back. Do people like? Should I open this up on camera? I don't know. I don't. You know, fuck it. Let's very carefully pierce the plastic. That should be a name of some sort of parody song. Can I make this plastic shot off camera? Nope. There was too little of it that time. Okay, here we go. Whoop. Disc 1. Disc 2. I'm going to read all of the song names. No, I'm not. But there are medleys. Oh, God. There are medleys. 6, I think. But I'm not going to get too into it. There you go. I showed off the inside of it. What do we got next? The art book. Let's go through it page by page. Oh, wait, no. That's still a gag that I'm doing? Okay. We can... Woo. Could kind of do this. I'm spoiling... Somebody can whine at me that it's spoilers if they saw like a character name or something, even though that doesn't mean shit because you have no context for who they are and what they do in the story. I could literally tell you like how a game's story ends and it wouldn't actually be a spoiler in most cases because you'd need context for it to mean anything. Art book though, and Vanillaware, oh boy. Beautiful fucking art. That's kind of like their thing. Actually, their thing is a lot of things, but that's the most obvious surface level thing, is that they have utterly gorgeous art. Here it is. Holy, and this is also a nice box. What the crap? Unicorn Overlord card game. Descriptive title, if not terribly imaginative. Does it say anything anywhere else? No, it's 2 to 4. Takes about half hour to 2 hours. And I guess that's ages 10 plus. Card game times 1. Thank you for pointing out that it contained the card game. I guess I'll move that to the side for a moment. Let's open this up. God, even this is in like a decently nice box. And this one's not like... this one is like... what do you call that? Corrugated? It's like inside it would be... No, I don't think that's it. But it's like thick, like really hard, where this is just like kind of plastic. But card game rule book. Oh, and a little comic. Teach me, Joseph. I was so expecting his name to be pronounced Joseph. But nope. But this has like a quick explanation of how the game plays, I presume. And we have how to put the board state together. Cool. Just in case your copy didn't, for some reason, was missing this, you could take a picture, pause the video, whatever. Let's see here. We've got cards, and some of them fell out of their thing. Coin purse. I'm not gonna actually like pull all the cards out of the slips though. But we've got coin purse, item starter. So presumably you start the game with a set amount of money, represented by coin purses. Who'd have guessed? Let's see here. Town territory starter. Fair. You may use up to 3 gold actions on a town. Neat. I wonder how. Hold on. Unit starter. Okay, the house Carl. Yeah, that's like one of the most basic units in the game. I've probably been covering these things up to some degree with my hand. So, oops. This, I will tell you what. Oh, hello. There was more cards under that one. These are. Oh, well, one of them is just the back part's just a reference card. I'm actually curious. I'm going to pull this out really quick. So that's okay. So this round card is actually like that's the face up side that you would play during. Oh god, it got slightly damaged in the box. Oh well, whatever. But that's actually like a functional game piece. And then we've got a little baggie. What's in a little baggie? Dice. Oh god. Oh no. They're not just like D6s, and they're tiny as fuck. Okay. What? So this is like a little red cube. It has 50 on one side and 100 on the opposite side from that. So I'm guessing all the red ones have that. The clear one has no indicators on it. And then you've got a little yellow. I thought it was a star at first, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like a little. The tiniest, most nondescript meeple you've ever seen in your life. And you can see right through it even. Can I pour these back in here without dropping any? I can. Damn, I'm good. This card game. I said it already. This is the most amazing part to me about this whole thing. About this whole special edition. I mean, is it came with a freaking card game. What the heck? And I do wonder, I was starting to say that, and then I kind of stopped, which is something I'm really good at. I wonder how, is the card game going to try to depict the video game's gameplay in card form, or is it just completely separate and it's only like vaguely similar in the fact that it's, you know, like it's strategy RPG stuff, which can mean a lot of things. Oh, right. I should put the baggie back in there, too. I do like that the baggie is the right, perfect size to fit in over the cards. Very good touch. And come on. Actually, what did the back of this? Oh, right. That was the, like, little comic-y thing of the main character being explained to by Joseph, presumably about how to play the card game. But I didn't actually read it while I was holding it up. So maybe I'm horrendously wrong, and he's actually teaching them how to play Go Fish. That's the joke I came up with in the like half a second I gave myself to come up with a gag. Yeah, but so that's it. That's Unicorn Overlord. The special collector's, what is it called? What is it called? Monarch Edition. There we go. I found it. Monarch Edition. Weird that it doesn't say that on the front of the slipcover. There you go. I just wanted to share that. I was very happy to have gotten this, just in general. Again, as you saw from my opening gag, showing off all my Vanillaware games. I'm a big fan of Vanillaware. Always have been. I've literally been a fan of theirs since Odin Sphere on the PS2, the first US released game that they did. And then I played Grim Grimoire and then Muramasa. I've never actually finished Muramasa though. I kept meaning for like years to get the special edition of the Vita release, which there was. And I never got it. And the Vita release also had like more content, so I should at least try to find a copy of the game at some point, but and also I want to get a copy of Princess Crown and that other game that I can't remember the name of. And I'm not going to bother editing in what the name even is, because that wasn't... I'm lazy. And we are the editors of this channel. We don't. The channel makes no money. We have spent far too much money on both stuff and also all the equipment and the time. We don't make money off of this to be paying editors with. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately because I really would love to be able to just shovel off editing duties onto somebody else. I would record so much more gameplay if I knew in my heart of hearts that I could just shovel off the editing duties onto somebody else. And then like the one friend, internet friend I have who I once paid to edit a video. At one point I came back and I was like, hey, could I pay you to edit some other stuff? I'm at the point of going over the hump to pay somebody to edit things. And she was like, oh, well, I have a job now, like a full-time job. Shit. So no more having her edit stuff. Anyway, I like making videos like this, but I don't know that the internet gives a shit about watching videos like this. So, but if you came here and you actually listened all the way to the end, that would be pretty new for this channel. But thank you. Tell me how great Vanillaware is in the comments, because I will agree with you. And not just for the art. Not just for George Kamatani's famous boobs. Not that he literally has them, I have no clue. But that he draws them. And they're in the games. And they're really present. Bye!